Hey y'all. So I finally did some rescaping. Excuse me. I did a water change and a gravel vac tonight. Haven't done one in a while. I'm just feeling motivated. Like I said, I go through periods of time like this. I'm not sure why, but maybe boredom. I don't know. I've had a lot of tank thoughts lately. So what I did was I took all the Rotella Indica from this side and I just put it over here on this side. I don't know if I like how it looks, but for now, this is what I'm going to try out. I took the Amazon sword that I finally had in here that was in the front for a while. Interestingly enough, I actually took it and broke it up into 4 Amazon swords. Kind of wish I wouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. Look here. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess, but there's actually 4 Amazon swords. There's one there, too, but I don't really know what the hell to do with it, so it won't really fit much back in this corner. Yeah, a bit of a rescape. Like I said, I did a gravel vac tonight. 50% water change. So this is one thing that irritates the piss out of me about having a planted tank, though. And just, it could be because of the substrate I have, but so I gravel vac whatever I could see. Now, after I'm done, and the tank is more clear and cleaned up, there's still crap here floating around. I'm guessing it's because it was floating around in the air as I was doing maintenance, or in the air, in the water. Then once the tank got settled, it just kind of, settled down at the bottom. Irritates the piss out of me, though. Now, look how crazy this Crypt Balense has got. This one here I had actually got from a different place than this Crypt Balense here. That's why it looks so different. Well, not really different, but it's bigger. Look at that. That's got to be, I don't know, at least 18 inches tall. It's nuts. I got it from the LFS that I don't really frequent much anymore. Yeah, so far, the white clouds are doing good. I love these guys. I mean, they're not the most colorful fish, but their behavior is great. They're very hardy. And I mean, I do like their colors, but obviously they're not as colorful as something like a fancy guppies or neon tetras or some kind of flashy tetra. And they don't eat shrimp. So far, not my experience. So, because I'm thinking about adding a whole bunch of cherry shrimp to this tank. Just because, like one of these blue shrimp back here. I have two blue dream shrimp, I think they're called. Blue velvet shrimp, whatever the hell they're called, I don't know. They haven't touched them. So, that's pretty cool. I started out with 3 of them. One of them died, like, same day. They didn't eat it or anything. I mean, they might have ate it afterwards, but it just died on its own. So, I'm loving the UHD recording on this phone. Even though I missed my old Galaxy Note 9, it recorded fantastically. But this camera on this phone is much more versatile, whatever you want to call it. Has more recording options. There's no time limit. Whereas my old phone, in UHD at 60 frames per second, there was like a 5-minute recording limit, which is stupid. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get a background for this tank. Might look a nice black background. Might make it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to look into some different filtration, either possibly a canister filter or some kind of different hang on the back filter, just because I never really thought the Aqua Clear 50s to really do the best job, honestly. Which could be part of the reason why this shit's always on the bottom of the, whatever you call it, the substrate. So, the 55-gallon tank that I picked up today, it was technically yesterday, it's 12:30 in the morning, I'm going to take back. I decided this tank is more than enough for me right now. I still love it. I can stock a little bit more fish in here if I want. I just have to be more diligent with maintenance. And I'll leave it at that for now. And then I think, so here's an interesting thought. Excuse me. I've been looking for a 40 long for the longest time. I really love 40 longs. As I said, god damn, excuse me. Drank a whole bunch of Coke. Now I have to keep burping. There's an LFS that has a 40-gallon long Sephora for $170. It's way too fucking much. It's too goddamn high, to quote one of my favorite YouTubers. And the goddamn is spelled G-A-T. Yeah. I called around to certain LFS locations. Nobody had a Marineland 55-gallon stock or a 40 long stock for Sephora or Marineland. And that is due to a glass shortage. So like every other thing that has to do with shit that's going on right now, like COVID, there's a fucking glass shortage. So you can't get a tank. Not for a decent price anyways. So, yeah, it's fucked up. Excuse my language, but, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with the tank I got for now. Take back the 55. Get my money back for it. And, yeah. Hopefully once stuff, starts calming down and kind of getting back to some sense of normalcy, I can find a deal or actually be able to have a 40 long ordered for a decent price. And then I'll upgrade, to the 40 long. So, because I really like that tank. I've actually wanted one for a long time. Like I said, they're just so expensive. This tank, after tax, only cost me $110. So tell me why a tank that's only technically a 40 gallon compared to this 33 gallon is so ridiculous. $110 out the door. And around the same time, they had a Marineland 40 long. That was $150. Why? I don't understand it. Like I said, now they have the same place as the Sephora 40 long for $170. No thanks. It ain't gonna fly. If I had a little bit more money, yeah, that's alright. But you're talking about tank only. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold out for now. Wait till I can find a decent deal on a 40 long. Evidently, Aqueon doesn't even make them anymore, I don't think, because it's not listed on their website any longer. Because you can usually get those fairly cheap. Usually around $100. But I would rather have Sephora or Marineland because, first of all, the build quality I think is much better. The Sephora tank is probably the best built tank. The tank I've been most impressed with that I've ever seen. Second of all, I like the black silicone. Not that Aqueon tanks, look bad or anything, but there's something sleek and elegant about, having black silicone. So, yeah. I'll even maybe check around on Craigslist a little bit and stuff like that. Sometimes, occasionally you can find a 40 long on there. Little shot of the white clouds, some of the white clouds bouncing around. Yeah, this tank has always been a joy though. Ever since I've set it up, I have a lot of memories.